Archaeologists in Egypt say they've discovered a 4,000-year-old tomb near the pyramids outside of Cairo.
In
the shadows of the pyramids, beneath layers of sand and time, lies evidence that could rewrite history itself. Evidence that suggests our ancestors possessed knowledge we're only beginning to understand. This is the story of discoveries so shocking, so impossible to explain, that they've left the world's leading archaeologists questioning the very foundations of human civilization. Dr. Sarah Matthews leads her team through another scorching day in the Egyptian desert. For 3 months, they've been conducting routine excavation work, following electromagnetic readings beneath the sand. Nothing unusual, nothing extraordinary until this moment. The chamber had been sealed for over 4,000 years. As the team carefully removed ancient stones, blocking the entrance, the stale air that escaped carried with it the weight of millennia. What lay beyond would challenge everything we know about ancient Egyptian civilization. Inside this forgotten chamber, wall paintings unlike anything ever discovered in Egypt waited in perfect preservation. While most tomb art depicted gods and pharaohs, these showed something else entirely. The colors were impossibly vivid, as if painted yesterday rather than 4,000 years ago. But it wasn't the preservation that left the team speechless. It was the impossible subject matter staring back at them from the walls. An ancient Egyptian queen stood face to face with a being that defied explanation. Tall, slender, with an elongated skull and large dark eyes. The two figures were positioned intimately, as if moments from sharing a kiss. This wasn't worship or fear. This was connection between two intelligent beings. Dr. Matthews had assembled the world's leading experts for this expedition. Dr. Hassan al-Rashid, Egypt's foremost hieroglyphic translator with 30 years of experience. Professor Elena Kowalski, whose work on ancient astronomical alignments had revolutionized archaeological dating. Dr. James Wheeler, the ground-penetrating radar specialist whose technology had uncovered lost civilizations across 3 continents. Their flashlights pierced the darkness, revealing paintings that seemed to move in the flickering light. The central image stopped them cold. Nothing in the Egyptian historical record had prepared them for this scene. Several team members initially suspected an elaborate hoax. The alternative was too extraordinary to accept. But as analysis began, the impossible became undeniable. This was authentic ancient Egyptian art, depicting contact with beings that looked remarkably similar to modern descriptions of extraterrestrial visitors. The chamber's astronomical alignment was perfect, positioned to catch the first rays of light from star configurations that hadn't occurred in over 4,000 years. Someone had built this space with incredible precision, designed to preserve these images for eternity. Under powerful microscopes and ultraviolet lights, the truth emerged layer by layer. The paints were authentic mineral-based pigments consistent with ancient Egyptian techniques. Carbon dating confirmed the chamber's age at over 4,000 years. Advanced spectrographic analysis found no trace of modern materials or contamination. Every test confirmed what seemed impossible. This was genuine ancient artwork depicting something that shouldn't exist in the historical record. The hieroglyphs surrounding the mysterious painting told an even more incredible story. Ancient text spoke of visitors from the imperishable stars who brought knowledge of the heavens to the pharaohs. These beings could traverse the sky river between worlds and possessed wisdom beyond earthly understanding. But the most shocking discovery wasn't the mysterious figure itself. It was the intimate nature of the interaction. The Egyptian queen, tentatively identified as a previously unknown ruler from the Middle Kingdom period, was depicted not in subjugation or worship, but in a moment of tender communication. Ground-penetrating radar revealed the chamber wasn't alone. Beneath the desert floor lay an entire network of connected rooms and passages, all sealed for millennia. Each new space promised more impossible revelations. The discovery expanded far beyond a single chamber. Dr. Wheeler's radar painted a picture of an underground city, corridors extending for hundreds of meters, chambers within chambers, all connected by precisely carved passages that had been waiting 4,000 years to tell their story. Each new room revealed more impossible artwork, scenes of advanced technology that shouldn't have existed in ancient Egypt, depictions of the night sky with astronomical accuracy that surpassed anything previously discovered. The recurring theme throughout the complex was contact with otherworldly beings, not isolated incidents, but evidence of sustained interaction between ancient Egyptians and visitors from beyond Earth. The artistic style remained consistent, suggesting these weren't mythological stories, but recorded experiences. Samples were sent to independent laboratories in London, Tokyo, and New York for verification. Every test confirmed the authenticity. The pigments, the stone composition, the tool marks, everything pointed to genuine ancient Egyptian craftsmanship from over 4 millennia ago. The implications staggered the scientific community. If these artworks were authentic, it meant ancient Egyptians had not only encountered beings resembling modern descriptions of extraterrestrial visitors, but had considered these encounters significant enough to record in their most sacred spaces. As news of the discovery began leaking beyond scientific circles, pressure mounted from unexpected sources. Government officials, religious leaders, and academic institutions all had reasons to suppress or control the narrative surrounding the find. What had started as an archaeological discovery had become a battle for truth itself. Funding for the dig was mysteriously cut without explanation. Access to the site became increasingly restricted. Several team members reported being followed and receiving anonymous warnings to cease their research. The Egyptian Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities classified the site as understudy, effectively sealing it from public access. The team found themselves caught between scientific integrity and political pressure. They possessed evidence that could revolutionize our understanding of ancient civilization, but powerful forces seemed determined to keep that evidence hidden. Photos and preliminary reports had already begun circulating in underground academic networks, but official channels remained closed. Behind closed doors, heated debates raged about the implications of the discovery. Some argued that releasing the information could destabilize religious beliefs and social order. Others insisted that humanity deserved to know the truth about its past, regardless of the consequences. While political battles raged over the Egyptian discovery, researchers began noticing remarkable similarities with other ancient cultures around the world. The Mesopotamian Anunnaki, described as beings who descended from the sky to share knowledge with humanity. The Hindu Vimanas detailed accounts of flying vehicles operated by gods, Native American legends of the Star People who brought wisdom from the heavens. This wasn't an isolated incident. Evidence suggested that contact between ancient humans and otherworldly visitors may have been a global phenomenon, carefully recorded across cultures and then systematically hidden or forgotten. The consistency was striking. Ancient civilizations, separated by thousands of miles and centuries, described similar encounters with beings possessing advanced knowledge and technology. The artistic depictions shared common elements: elongated skulls, large eyes, intimate interactions rather than fearful worship. Each culture had developed sophisticated astronomical knowledge seemingly overnight. The precision of the pyramids, the accuracy of Mayan calendars, the engineering marvels of ancient India all suggested access to information beyond what isolated civilizations should have possessed. The pattern painted a picture that challenged every assumption about human development. Rather than slow, independent evolution, the evidence suggested periods of rapid advancement following contact with external sources of knowledge. After months of silence and political pressure, new leadership at the Egyptian ministry allowed the team to publish their preliminary findings. The response from the global scientific community was immediate and explosive. The team's report, published in the International Journal of Archaeological Discoveries, concluded that the Saqqara paintings represented compelling evidence of contact between ancient Egyptian civilization and non-terrestrial intelligence. The carefully worded conclusion sparked fierce debate across academic institutions worldwide. When the discovery was announced to the public, the reaction was volcanic. Social media platforms crashed under the weight of shared articles and heated discussions. Religious groups organized both celebrations and protests. Scientists demanded immediate access to the site for independent verification. The world found itself divided between those who saw vindication of long-held beliefs and those who viewed the claims as dangerous pseudoscience. The Egyptian government was overwhelmed by international pressure and tourist interest. Hotels in Cairo booked solid for months as people from around the world came seeking answers. The actual chamber remained sealed, but the impact rippled across global consciousness. The scientific community fractured along ideological lines. Conservative archaeologists demanded more rigorous peer review and questioned the interpretation of the evidence. Progressive researchers argued that extraordinary discoveries required extraordinary courage to investigate fully, regardless of how they challenged established theories. Today, excavation continues in secret locations across Egypt. Each new chamber opened could reveal more evidence of ancient contact. Government restrictions remain in place, but the questions raised by these discoveries will not be silenced. The implications extend far beyond archaeology. If ancient civilizations had contact with advanced beings, what knowledge might have been lost? What technologies might have been forgotten? What other secrets lie buried beneath the sands of time? The paintings in that sealed chamber have opened a door that can never be closed. Whether you believe in ancient astronauts or not, you must acknowledge that our ancestors created art depicting encounters with beings that don't fit our understanding of their world. The question isn't whether these images are real, they are. The question is what they mean for our understanding of human history and our future. In the end, perhaps the greatest mystery isn't what ancient Egyptians knew about the universe, but what we've chosen to forget.